Hello everybody, and welcome to a bit of a different video. So as you guys probably know, I recently picked up myself an RTX 3060 graphics card. The plan was for me to actually receive the graphics card and put it in my computer before KSP2 came out. That way on my birthday stream, I would have the upgraded hardware because, you know, the KSP2 specs, they were big. I think they were over-exaggerated, as I've seen a lot of videos of people with lower hardware doing just fine. So yeah, I think the specs were a little overhyped for that. But either way, I thought it would have been a good idea to get a 3060, not just for KSP2, but just for my channel in general. You know, I'm doing videos every day, so it just makes sense to pick one up. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do a kind of before and after test on KSP2, FS22, and Train Sim World 3, as those were the most popular games that people wanted to see a before and after on. So I'm like, okay, we'll go ahead and do that. So now we're going to go and hop into KSP2 here. Now, actually, I think I am going to go ahead and up the settings a little bit. High presets. Okay, yeah, just make sure this is all set to high. Okay, I thought... Okay. High, 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 high. On, and then we'll go 4 times. So we'll see how this works. This might be super laggy, but this is a good test. Between these settings... Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, between these settings and other things, this should be good. Alrighty. So 1080p max. Unfortunately, I can't actually go higher than 1080p because my screen actually doesn't go that high, so we're stuck at 1080. But that's fine. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't have a 1440p monitor, unfortunately. That's probably going to be my next upgrade, though. Alrighty. And yeah, one thing I didn't mention is I am recording this on OBS. I don't normally record on OBS, but it's useful because we actually have the normal recorder I use, Bandicam, has an FPS counter in the top corner. So that should hopefully let you guys know how many frames per second I'm getting right now. Because yeah, usually when I record, I limit my frames to 60 whenever possible. So this should give a more, yeah, this should give a better idea of how many frames I'm getting. Because yeah, I normally limit to 60 when it comes to this sort of thing. Alrighty, so on the home screen here, we're getting 14, 15 frames per second. Oh goodness, 20 just on the home screen here. But that's not great, but not terrible. I mean, that's not good by any means, but I mean, it's frames. It's at least more than 2. So anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and build. I'm just gonna go ahead and build a basic rocket. Yeah, not really sure what. I guess maybe a Mercury something. Not really sure what kind of rocket I want to build. Again, that's a little tricky. You know, we might try and build just like a basic Apollo style thing. Not like we're gonna go all the way to the moon. Like I said, this is just kind of like a brief little test, but we could try. Okay, so here's the rocket on the launch pad. For some reason, OBS stopped recording the first launch. This is launch attempt 2. We just have Valentina in here this time. I meant to add fins to it, but we'll see. We're not really even trying to get to the moon. We're just trying to kind of gauge the frame rate. And yeah, getting like 12, 14 on the pad here. Just kind of panning around. Looking up at the sky, we get like 20. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens once we fire up the engines here. Oh yeah, I also went ahead and put a ton of struts on this thing. As you can see, all the struts. Because I know how KSP rockets be. I know that they'd be wobbly, so I wanted to make sure this thing was nice and strutted. Keep it on course. Getting like 12, 13 FPS. Keep it pro grade. Keeping it pro grade. Keeping it pro grade. Yeah, like the slightest deviation from pro grade and this thing just wants to spin. Okay, SAS please. Okay. Okay, that's probably why it was being unstable. I didn't have SAS on. That was probably the reason for the instability. SAS. Yes. Oh, nope, there we go. There we go, instability. Unstable rocket. Oh, can we recover it, though? Oh, maybe. We're going for it. We're going for orbit, guys. But yeah, I'm getting like 10 FPS. We look at the Space Center, I get about like 7, 10, yeah. Looking up, we get like 20. So yeah, obviously not great. Up and up, there we go again, spinning out again. So yeah, we definitely need fins on this rocket. So yeah. But yeah, as I said, this isn't really a test for the rocket, it's really just a test for the frame rate. And the frame rate's pretty bad. I mean, it's playable, the game's running, but it's quite bad. Right? Like this 14... Yeah, hopefully with the 3060 this will be a bit higher, but yeah, let's go ahead and just abort. But yeah, all in all, a very good test. Valentina's going, whippity-boo, dippity-ba-doo, wee, ha, hee. Sploosh. Alrighty, and now we are here on FS22 with high settings. Yeah, I actually had it on high settings, but it was a custom filter. Because, yeah, the game runs fine. It's a little stuttery because of all this foliage, I think. Yeah, I'm not really used to Silverrun Forest running it normally. Yeah, so it's a little stuttery with all this foliage. But yeah, the main lag spike that's gonna happen that I really hope improves. Oh my gosh, that's kind of bad. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can run it on very high settings normally. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, no, the main issue is getting in the tractor. And then in cab. So yeah, the game's froze. Okay. 4 frames, 8 frames, 9, 12. Okay. Yeah, okay, now it's fine. Like, I think it's almost kind of like a first initial shock kind of thing. Although now they're moving around and the mirrors are updating. It's the mirrors. The mirrors really, really hurt the frame rate. Like, as we drive around with mirrors, and I believe even with headlights on, although I don't know if the lights affect things that much. Yeah, the frames are it's just going to be terrible. Like, this is really not... This is not really playable that well. I mean, that's fine. Oh, now I say that. Now it's 20. But yeah, I really want to see a big improvement here. Like, this is... Other than KSP2, this is where I want to see a big improvement. It's here in FS. Because, yeah, I love FS. I've been playing FS since the start of this channel. Oh, yeah. Well, start of 2019 channel, I guess. The 2016, 2017 videos don't count, okay? Those are, yeah, that's a different person. But yeah, yeah, no. Okay, and here we are on the final game for the benchmark, Train Sim World 3. Which, yeah, has a nice 60 FPS in the menu. But, yeah, the menu's not really what we're worried about, is it? So, yeah, we're going to hop over here. And what we're going to do is I want to test going really, really fast. And, like, all the scenery whizzing by and stuff. Because I feel like that's going to be where the game will struggle the most, is trying to load in the scenery as we move by really, really fast. Because, yeah, it has to load in a lot of detail going by really, really fast. And this is perfect for it. So we're going to hop here. We're going to hop into probably just a timetable, yeah. With the 406. We're not going to go down the whole line. We're just going to try and get up to a decent speed on the main line. Okay, so, yep, I'll go ahead and doors. So, yeah, nice 60 FPS in the train. Outside the train, still a nice, like, 50, 60 FPS. Come on, I thought I did open the doors. I opened your doors. Do I have to do something? Like, do I have to, like, turn the train on? Because I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've driven this train, so I don't quite remember everything. But yeah, it is the fastest one. I believe. I believe this is the fastest one in the game. So, yeah. Okay. No stops the whole way. Everything is released. Go. Okay, parking brake released. Come on. Try and go. Lots of messing about later. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the annoying things about Train Sim World 3, and just Train Sim World in general, is that you're kind of expected to figure things out by yourself. I mean, there are tutorials, but yeah, I don't like to have to do the tutorial every single time I want to do a times table. Like, you know, I've driven this train before. I just kind of need a little refresher, but yeah. No, they just expect you to know what you're doing. And I think my problem was I didn't, I don't know, something about the main circuit breaker and these lights being red when they should be blue. I don't know. Either way, though, as fast as 100, we're going to go ahead and get zooming here. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of how fast we can go. But yeah, we probably are going to be a little late, but we probably can make it to like the other end of the line in like no time flat at all. Once we cross this 100, we'll be zooming. And yeah, I can't wait to see how fast we can go, and then, yeah, how this really affects the frame rate. Because I bet it's going to affect it, a bit, you know? Also, that is a very, great way to drive the train, sir. Well done. Yeah, he's sitting, like, a good 3 feet above that chair. You really know how to drive the train. But yeah, still pretty good. Oh, we're dropping frames. We're down to, like, 50 with this other train coming in here. Yeah, looking at that other train, we're dropping to like 40, 50. Very interesting. Alrighty, so that other train affects the frame rate a little bit. Surprise, surprise, I suppose. Not really sure how big of a surprise that is, but I don't know, it's just kind of interesting if more than anything. Oh yeah, all these trains right here affect the frame rate. All these parked trains affecting the frame rate a little bit. Not substantially, though. You know, all in all, it's still a very smooth experience. Again, I know I could probably up the graphics settings. But yeah, I do want to keep this consistent. Once I get my new 3060, and once I start making a couple of videos, I'll probably up the graphics settings. But yeah, just for this comparison, I want to keep everything kind of how it was, you know, before, you know, comparing it to how my videos are, or, you know, were before, and all that. So yeah, I think that's fine. But yeah, like I said, I could always up the graphics to like, I don't know, ultra settings, because I think most of them are actually at high. Actually, we could check that real quick. Options, settings, graphics. Yeah, high preset. So yeah, we could always change that to ultra. Once I get my new graphics card in there, I could probably handle it. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Make everything look a whole lot better. Alrighty, well I think that's pretty good test right there. That's some pretty good testing. Again, game runs relatively smoothly. Not too many hiccups. And yeah, it looks relatively nice as well. So anyways, after all those tests, with the 1660, it's time to go out with the old and in with the new. And just look at that. That looks amazing. All we need to do now is just see if it runs as good as it looks. Alrighty, so we just installed the new graphics card. Here we are back in KSP2. No, we're just gonna do what we had before and have everything on high. Yep, this works. Full screen. Full screen. And, yeah. Okay. Apply. Changes applied. Alrighty. Single player. Test. Oh, I should also probably pull up my FPS counter. I forgot to do that. But yeah, it took a little while to get the GPU installed. Had some help from Dusty. You guys can go check out his channel. I don't think he posts that much anymore, but Very helpful. Okay, so here we are. Looking pretty good, nice and smooth. Let's go and get that FPS counter up there. So yeah, a lot better than I think it was before. Let's go ahead and open up my rocket. Okay, there's my rocket. And yeah, we figured out before we should add some fins to it. So let's just add a couple fins to it. Perfect. Okay. Let's launch this bad boy. Okay, we're going, and frame rate's doing okay. We got 24. That's better than about double than before. That's double the frame rate than last time. And you know, it's actually like manageable. That's the main thing. Is it's like actually a manageable frame rate. Whereas like 12 as before was like very slow. It's actually a manageable frame rate. To be fair, this is only at 1080p, but I can't really actually run this any higher than 1080p, so yeah, that's kind of how it has to be. Until I get a better screen, of course. 30 FPS. So yeah, we get 24 looking at the ground. Still a lot higher looking up. But, yeah, no. Very, very, very decent frame rate here. Definitely a drastic improvement to before. Okay, let's go ahead and punch it into orbit. Now we just coast up. How much fuel we got left? It's not telling me. Okay. Yep, I have no idea how much fuel we have left. Okay, there we go. There's orbit. Alrighty, so that is an orbit. And that was a pretty decent frame rate all the way out into orbit. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the results. That is some good results. Anyway, let's go ahead and, oops, staging. I don't think we have a staging. Okay. Let's go ahead and decouple this. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and activate our Nerva. And there's no re-entry, so don't have to worry about that. Although, maybe we do? I have no idea what happened there. KSP2 being the buggy mess it is. But yeah, no, with good frame rate. Good frame rate. Okay, so here we go. Here's the test on Silverrun Forest. Smooth. A little stuttery. Little stutters. Yeah, little stutters, but that could literally just be from, like, stuff loading in. 60, 59 frames. Yeah, stuff is just kind of loading in. That is typical. I mean, there is a lot of foliage here, to be fair. But, like, no, this is playable, though. Like, it's not, like, super stuttery. And then again, I think it's just mainly stuff loading in. I think after a couple minutes, it would probably settle down. Alright, let's go ahead and get in the tractor. And in cab. Oh, in cab. And it handled that nicely. That was way better than how it handled it before. So, yeah, no, I could definitely play on this higher settings that we had set. Maybe I do want to crank a couple things back down to how I had it. Like, I don't know, like, we don't need 400% tire tread or whatnot. Like, who needs that? Like, if that's a lot of performance. And maybe the foliage quality maybe can be a little bit lower. But other than that, like, this is perfectly playable. This is perfectly reasonable. Frame rate to play at. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy with this improvement. Very, very good improvement. Okay, well here we are in Train Sim World. And yeah, hope for higher FPS. I mean, it was already pretty good. I mean, to be honest, we probably just need to up the settings. Actually, I'll probably actually do that. That's what we'll do, because it was already really good. Options, settings, screen. Let's go for a ultra preset. Alrighty. Oh, we gotta wait. I don't want to wait. People, get on the train now. Get on the train. Get on the train now. What are you waiting for? The train is here. Get on. Ooh, trash can. Get on the train. Okay, doors. Goodbye. Okay, off we go. Okay. Yeah, now at Ultra, this is running just like it was at high settings. This train on by, still way better. Like, yeah, we're not even going down to 55 then. We stayed in the high 60s. Well, yeah, I guess it also goes to show just how well optimized this game is. But yeah, it also a good sign for the new card too. I mean, it's definitely putting in its work here. Definitely feel the improvement. Ooh, jumping down to 40 coming through this train yard, but that's 30. Alrighty. Not bad though. Like, really not. No, I'll probably keep it at ultra settings. This is really fine. But yeah, no, I think that pretty much concludes my testing. So yep, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. The description of this video will have the updated specs for those curious. Subscribe for new videos. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys next time. Gosh, this train sounds like it's drunk. Okay.